Hey everyone, how's it going? It is your pal Sal here. So today I have a movie review for you guys of a film that's old. So I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but I hadn't. So we're going to talk about it. So as we all know, Madonna has a very vast filmography. And I've been working actually on watching a lot of her films. And there was this one film that she's not in, but I've always been interested in seeing it because I always hear about it. So I don't know if you're like me, but my favorite piece of work that Madonna has done is this little album called Something to Remember. I cannot even begin to describe for you how much I love this album. And there's a song on here entitled I'll Remember. And so quick little thing about me is that this song is actually I get very emotional when I hear I'll Remember because I'm just going to take you to a quick little journey. When I graduated from college a year ago, I knew this song, but it was the way that it hit me. So I graduated from college and I spent the night still in the college town with my friends, and then that morning I had to leave. I had to get on a bus and go home and, you know, say goodbye to them for only who knew how long. So I get on the bus, and I'm not really an emotional person, but I had hugged my friends, and, you know, I said goodbye, and, like, it was just sad because, like, I didn't know the next time I see him. My friend's bawling, but I'm not. So I get on the bus to head home, and I put my AirPods in, and I put my AirPods in, and I put my phone on shuffle, and the first song that came on shuffle was I'll Remember from this, well, it's not technically from this album, but it's mainly, this was the first Madonna album it was on. So I'm bawling in the bus. I'm like the crazy lady in the bus who's just bawling with her headphones in, and I usually don't get that emotional, but I did. And the thing that always gets me with this song is that if you look on it, it says, I'll remember, theme from the motion picture with honors. And so I was like, the other night, I was like, you know what? Well, I wasn't technically the other night. The other night is when I decided to watch it. So fun little fact about me. I do not have Netflix, or like I subscribe. I have Hulu, but that's only because I get it with my Spotify for $4.99. So the other month, I decided to join because it's still a thing. And I'm a library person. Like, I get a lot of movies from the library because it's free, convenient. I love it. I work at a library, so, you know, it's great. But since the libraries are closed due to COVID-19, I signed up because it's actually a pretty cool deal. I got Netflix DVD. You know, that's still a thing where you get the Netflix movies by mail. Here it is right there. Isn't that cool? So yeah, so I had in my queue, and for some reason I decided to put with honors on that queue. And I just want to give a little talk to you guys about this film because I watched it the other night and I absolutely loved it. So this film, I want to make sure I get the release date right. It was released on April 29th of 1994. And so the song I'll Remember is the theme for this movie, and I was like, I want to know if this movie is worthy of having I'll Remember as its theme. And yes it is. So the story, basically, it stars a young Brendan Fraser. Let me tell you something. The way his hair is in that film, I swear to God, I will get my hair to look like that one day. But that's not today. Anyways, so the story is, it basically stars Brendan Fraser, and he is a college student. He is about to graduate, and he's writing a thesis. And, like, this thesis is a big frickin' deal. One night, he has to transport it somewhere because his computer broke and he needs to make a copy of it, and drops it down this gutter, which falls into the Harvard Library, something like that, and a hobo, played by Joe Pesci, finds it, and he's like, hey, I'll give you 1 page a day for one thing that you do for me. And so that's basically the plot of the story, and it becomes that he begins a friendship with this homeless man, and it was a really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a very interesting film, and what I find really funny is that this film got negative reviews when it came out, and I was like, this was, like, every time I see, like, negative reviews, I'm like, this is what got negative reviews? I'm like, I would have understood mixed reviews, because it's not, like, the greatest thing I've ever seen. But, basically, he forms a friendship with this man, and unfortunately, the man has a form of lung disease that he got from asbestos or stuff like that, and he passes away. I hope you don't mind that I'm giving spoilers, but this film's, you know, almost 30 years old, so I was late to the party and now you're with it. So yeah, I don't want to give away why it's called With Honors, because that was the part of the film I was like, I cried a little. But I'll Remember is a very fitting Very fitting song for this movie, and I'm happy now. Again, I can still separate song and film, but it was actually a really cool film to watch, and I hope that if you get the chance, you'll check it out. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen it in a long time, go watch it now, I guess, you know? So, what are your guys' thoughts on the film With Honors? I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would like to watch it again. So let me know in the comments below. And as always, please like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha. It means the world to me, and I will see you guys very, very soon.